The Four Feathers is the 7th version of the famous story, counting one made for TV, and it features Aussie heartthrob Heath, who plays the leader of a regiment of British officers and men sent to do battle in the Sudan in 1884. For this in-demand young actor, it's the latest in a string of big-budget films and a career on the fast track to stardom.
Yeah, I wasn't really that bothered by the fact that it had been remade that many times. I hadn't seen any of the previous versions, so I was just excited to work with Sheikh Kapoor again, you know. And the cast was so amazing, you know, Wes Bentley and Jaimin Hunsu and obviously Kate Hudson. And yeah, it was an exciting piece.
What appealed to me about the script is that it was made by a native of what is now Pakistan, who was born in British subjugated Pakistan, and it shows the British soldiers of that time to be all sorts. You, the heroic type, but with doubts, and also those who were racist and arrogant and all that. It shows without being heavy-handed in that way. That's what impressed you about the script, among other things?
I guess so. I mean, look, it's such an epic tale and an epic journey, but the real story is about this big. It's a story of human emotions and love and friendship and trusting that, and so that was what appealed to me. And what appealed to me about my character was the fact that he was heroic, but he had to put himself in a position of vulnerability to get there. You know, and he made these cowardice decisions, which I found to be courageous.
So you're about 16, you drive from Perth to Sydney, hoping to get work as an actor with about 70 cents, 69 cents in your pocket. You drive 2,600 miles. What was that like? You remember what you talked about with your companions?
It was hot. I was sweating. I had no air conditioning in the car. It was gross.
And I've seen movies filmed in Australia, in remote portions of it. You'd never done that before, but you went there with an unusual bit of cockiness and I should say self-confidence. Am I right? Where'd you get that from?
I bought it down at Target, the local supermarket store. There's an aisle for cockiness. No, my parents were, they never, they left my soul and spirit untouched. They never, bashed me down in any way and said I could never do anything. They left, they gave me nothing but confidence and love. I think that's all you need. As long as you're surrounded by love, it gives you the confidence to do anything.
Perhaps just as challenging as that drive was the time, I believe you lived on Waverly Place in Greenwich Village. Did you ever live here?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, a couple of times.
What was that like? Talk about when worlds collide.
No, I loved it, actually. I spent a lot of my time in Washington Square, Park, Garden, and I was here for like 6 months at a time each time, and both times during winter. So I've never really experienced the summer in New York.
Michael Caine once told me that good actors are good observers of other people. You must have had a lot of information flowing in living around the village.
Oh yeah. There's tons of people to study. It's
did you invite 14 schoolmates from back home to LA for A Knight's Tale premiere?
I did.
What was that like? Lots of fun to see old mates, right?
It was. It was a wonderful experience for me and for them, because it was the first time they'd left Perth, let alone the country. So it was good for them to see what kind of crazy world I'm living in right now, and just to see how normal it is, in fact, and how normal all these people are.
Superstardom has just come his way, but he seems to have his head on his shoulders. It is nice to see you.
Good to see you too, yeah.